Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a ship around here somewhere. Well, it's a straight line, but... that looks like it. And I just gotta go... Wait. Hold on. I'm forgetting something important. This is the rogue quest line. I can't be going in there as a ninja. Much better. There's naught behind these convent doors for a worldly type like you, miss. But the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss, all pure and saintly alike, will bugger off. Hang on. Ain't she the last that goes by the name of Gala? Yep. I know it. Something about Millen Primals leaves its mark on a person, it does. Anyway, you being who you are, you must have an inkling as to what goes on here, eh? The Admiral sent you to meet with one of my associates after that business with Leviathan, if you call. That's right, yes. You stand at the entrance to the Rogues Guild. Of course, it would be a poor sort of underground organization if we put a bleeding sign up on the front door. Anyway, from what Lady Yugiri told me, you're pretty handy in a scrap. She's off seeing to some private business right now, but I reckon we might have some use for a prime lass like you. If you've an interest in joining us, tip us your daddles and we'll put a hilt in each one, just like the gods intended. So what do you say? Fancy learning a new trade? I feel like I'm skipping a few steps, but yeah, sure. Good to see you're keen. But I should probably warn you on a few points before you dive in. Well, most guilds take pride in turning their members into the best of bloody candlestick makers they can be. They only care about getting the job done. And the job ain't pretty. You become one of us, and you'll soon be neck-deep in scum and knife fights. So if you look at the scamper across rooftops and bilk dandies on their blunt, you best take up with a different crew. Think all that, and come back if you're still keen. Sir, I don't think you understand how this works. I'm here. I'm ready. In fact, I'm a little bit over-prepared, if I have to be honest. I didn't scare you off, then? Yeah, bet. They told me you were a meddlesome lass, and so it's proved. Not every ounce of that metal soon enough. Now step inside and have a prattle with Jack. He's our upright man, master of the guild. So, welcome to the Rogue Quests. Unlike pretty much any other job that was added, these weren't added with an expansion. Rogue was added in patch 2.4, so we are doing this a little bit out of order. Granted, you don't need to be any part of the story to actually do this. Hello? Hi? Excuse me. In fact, all you need to be is, like, either level 10 if you started in Limsa, or level 15 if you started in Gridanian or Ulda. There's no story requirement, you just need a level. Hello, Jack? Shall I call you Captain? Hi, I'm the one they call Jack, though I'm surprised you heard of me. Perhaps you'd be good enough to tell me your name. Along with that, the kindly cove as he told you mine. Ah, the famous Gala. Old Lonnie left patch let you in, did he? You can't throw a blade for shite, but one I don't miss not when it comes to sizing up a dimber mop for the stolen. Just one thing. You're a pirate, ain't you? No. Well then, it's time you was stalled to the rogue. Pull on your best beater cases and I'll swear you in myself when you're ready. Now, I could fill your bottles with the storied history of our guild, but that's just winds and wind. The most important thing, the only thing we care about, is getting the job done. Now, most folk, and I'm assuming you're among them, know that not long after Limsa's founding, the city was overrun by a motley collection of pirates and thieves. But as wild as that lot were, it soon became clear that they'd all end up killing each other if they didn't lay down a few rules, an unspoken code of conduct, as it were. 1. You don't bite the purses of your fellow Laminsons, and 2. You don't rook a crew out of their spoils, and 3. You don't trade culls like they were chattel. I'll admit the final points of the code are a bit murky, but most agree on those 3 at least. Now, you might be thinking none of that amounts to a sack of dillberries now that the Admiral's outlawed piracy, but in the black alleys and black markets where Merwib's grip ain't so tight, the code's still alive and well. And just as the law is enforced by the Yellow Jackets, the code is regulated by us rogues. We go where the shadows are darkest and hand out justice to them as break the code. Some rum-soaked cove steals goods from the wrong cull, and we steal them back. That's the job, mind that, alas. Of course, we don't hop the twig when blade work's called for, neither. You'll see there's more to our dagger blade than just sticking coals with the pointy end. We'll weaken a mark with poison, fade away and strike in the darkments, whatever it takes to get the work done. Well, Darla, what do you say to that? We got the guts to do a rogue's job? Sir, I have no idea about half of what you just said, but yeah, sure. Alright then. First off, we'll have to get your kit sorted out. A rogue needs to be light on her do-beaters to stay on a mark's trails. Job might you have you fighting across the deck or weaving through a mob, and the last thing you want is a bleeding great battle axe what hooks itself on every rope and post. That's why we stick to daggers. They let you slip through the streets just as easily as they slip through rogues' ribs. Yeah, take these stabbers and let's see how they look on you. Just don't get so excited with your new toys that you forget to dress for the role. You'd be surprised how many cults come back to me in their bloody small clothes. Alright, my first daggers. I've gotten rid of those long ago. Kind of forgot the little tidbit being like, yeah, just don't come to me in your small clothes. I know what happens. So, yeah. Knives. I kind of, yeah, a little bit over-prepared here. Oh boy, we're gonna be speaking this for a while. Managed to strap those daggers on without cutting yourself? Well, we're off to a good start, I'd say. Next, you'll want to get a feel for the weight and speed of your new weapons. I reckon those blatant cheats in the fields outside Limpsis should serve for your first lesson. Aye. Test your blades on a few of them lands, then slice up some rats and pugils for good measure. Mind that you mill them beasties one at a time, though, lass. I know you've served far worse in the past, but you don't dimber-damber with them stabbers just yet. Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. What the hell are you saying? Yeah, the rogues have a bit of a thieves' camp. Don't ask me if all of it means. I don't think anyone knows. Okay, we're going to... yeah. Can I go to both? Nope, just metal road shut. That's fine, that's fine. Good lord, look at all those dots. Yeah, this will be easy. Yeah. Ah, that was fun. Oh, I gotta go this way for sheep. Ooh, hello. You'll never get close to me. So yeah, Rogue is, well, as you can tell, it's supposed to be melee. I'm not really doing that good of a job just throwing daggers at everything. But it is technically classified as a melee DPS. As you can see, we don't have that many buttons. By my count, we have 7. Don't really need all that much. The real fun stuff does get when you upgrade the job, but that's not for here. Hold on, word. Get back inside, please. Thank you. Alright, Jack. I have killed innocent animals. I think I know how to use a dagger. Done with your milling, are you? You never have enough blade practice, lass. In fact, I'll even add a list of marks to your hunting log. Pit yourself against the lot, and you'll soon learn some new steps for your dance with the daggers. You must think of yourself as a dancer, not a bleeding butcher. You only need so much force to ram a short blade into the hilt. Precision and speed, that's how you get the most out of your stabs. Bulky armor only have you plodding about like an ungainly orc, so make sure you're wearing gear that'll let you move freely as well. Alright, get your blade work up to scratch, Scholar, and I might just have a job for you. So, yeah, at this point you do get your hunting log upgraded, however, as always, I'm a little bit ahead. Hello there, Gala. I must say you're looking comfortable enough with those stabbers of yours. Aye, I reckon you're good and ready for your first assignment. Ordinarily, I'd still me wits and let you get on with your work, but seeing as we've only just dragged you into the shadows, there might be a couple things what you ain't familiar with. Let's build on what you likely do know. And that's the fact that the Admiral, God bless her soul, has outlawed piracy in Limsa the Mincer. So, why do you think there's still so many sodden pirates in this town? I'll tell you why. It's because there's still one way for them to loot and pillage without incurring the wrath of the law. All you need to do is apply to serve the Thylacracy as a certified privateer. A captain with a privateer's license is free to terrorize the seas till the old goats come home, so long as he only targets vessels that belong to the Garlean Empire. But of course, considering how bloody vast the Empire is, there's plenty of loot to go around. Crews fill their holds with Imperial plunder, then sail back here to Limsa to offload the spoils. And that's where this particular case went sour. See, this one crew got in their fambos on a Magitech device, a firing mechanism to be precise, but was ripped out of their hull by some heavy-handed curves. If you'll recall, that don't sit well with the code. If you're bold enough to rook a pirate out of his due, then you'd best be prepared for a visit from the rogues. And speaking of visiting rogues, on the foot, over here, lad. I want the pair you're working together on this. Pass sentence on them code-defined rooks and bite back that Magitech part. What's the last need me for? You're in charge of the new recruits, ain't you? It's Carla's first assignment. You gotta go along and give it a benefit of your wisdom. Since when was I in charge of the... butter it. So I guess we're to be partners for the now? The name's Perimu Harimu, but most of me fellows call me Underfoot. It might seem a bit touch reluctant, but Perimu's one of our best. You just do as he says, and you'll get the job done. I'm just now realizing the kind of accent I'm giving Jack, and you know, it's not that it doesn't fit, it's just weird. Alright then, me young rogue. Seeing as this is your first official outing, I want to be sure your dance steps are up to the task. With them short blades, you need to get in good and close to your mark, aye? But we ain't bleeding swaths in shining armor, and the lighter kit we wear ain't much protection from the click to the gun. So if you don't fancy splitting blood and teeth, your best defense is simply not being there when your mark winds to land in nasty clouds. Sliding round to a flank usually does the trick, but there's some rum fun every rogue should master. The shade shift. Clear your mind and trust in your speed, and you can leave an axe-wielding brute or spell-flinging mage chasing your shadows while you bury your stabbers in his guts. There. Right. Now it's time to put this lesson into practice against some of those Aurier out in Lower Lenosha. I hope you was paying attention, lass, because those tentacles can pack a wallop. Enjoy! Oh, me? I'm gonna sit here. I'll wait for you to come back. So, yeah. The Shade Shift. Maybe you've seen that it's this skill over here. It is exclusive to Rogue and Ninja. It really, it's just a mitigation spell. I guess good when your armor really doesn't do much, but I don't really have much of a use for it. I say that. Alright, where are these Aurelier? Target sighted. We're going in. Alright, you. Die. I did it! No, not the ether compass. Why do we even have that lever? Yes. Since we have to go get a couple of Aurelier, it'll take a couple of hours at least, trying to get used to everything. And oh shit! Why are you back here? Jellyfish dead. What do you mean, jellyfish dead? Jellyfish dead. Okay. Okay. Guess I'm looking to head inside. Why else do you think I'm here? Jellyfish dead. Done with your practice then? The sting of the tentacle buggles will soon teach you to stay on your toes, eh? Yeah, let's go with that. Anyhow, now that we got your blood rushing, I'd say it's time to get down the block. First things first, we need to track down them addled coves with rook of that magic gadgets. Might be as one of our rogues has heard something. The guild thrives on information, you see, and we've agents scattered far and wide with their glazes keen and their wattles to the ground. Let's pay a visit to Etorlon at the Drowning Wench. Ask her for a weak ale and see what that gets you. I'm not setting you up for a laugh, lass. Trust me. Really? I can't... Okay, I guess you don't have anything to say for the quest then. Okay, weak ale. I think at this town that's an insult. Why is that man green? Why are you green? Okay, back to the aspects will be the quickest. I'm sorry, what? Bob is selling here, I'm sure you are. Yeah? Order yourself a week ale. It'll all make sense in a bit. Hello, ma'am? Ah, welcome to the Drowning Wench. What's your pleasure, miss? weak ale. Ah, never in all my days. We may serve some cheap grog in the winch, but not that was watered down. If our usual ale is too bold for your taste, mayhaps you like the order from the underground menu. Aye, there's quite a lot on offer for a customer with your roguish charms. Was there something in particular I could help you with? Ah, trouble over that magic loot. 'Twas not a subtle job. The gang in question is an unusual group of former pirates calling themselves the Dainty Demolishers. They seem to be enamored of court dandy mannerisms and have a preference for seizing Garlean machinery. They're also known for conspiring with goblins. Rumors say that demolishers visit a beastman camp in Middle Ludnotia to fence their goods. And those goods generally take the form of Imperial technology. I imagine the goblins were rather pleased to take possession of a mark... What the fuck? 10... What does an L mean? XL3 anti-aircraft cannon aircraft? Wow, okay. I see one Roman numeral and it shuts me down completely. Anti-aircraft cannon firing mechanism. If you mean to steal the device back, then your trail leads to Goblin Camp in Summerford. Summerford, eh? On your way, lass. Meet me across the river from the camp and we'll plan our next move. XL3. I want to say that's like, what, 35? $43? What the hell does that mean? XL means 40? Alright, that's fucking stupid. Romans 2,000 years ago, you guys were idiots. I mean, for a number of reasons, but namely in your moral system. Paramount? Whoa. That looks freaky. Alright, I don't think they saw me. We should be good. I get your knocking it down, fella. I've been snooching the action across the way there. No sign of the demolishers, but I did see one of them gambler coves stuffing the Garlean gadget into his backpack. I knew he told one would steer us right. Now this is your chance, lass. Call out that gambler Garby and grapple that device. I've lost track of which guard it was, but I'm thinking it's that sod on the left. Just make sure you dance away from any bomb blasts. Twisting and dodging in the middle of a fireball might not save you from getting your eyebrows singed off. The left? I never knew I was here. You. I'm sorry. We know it's good for you. You will not find me. Like a shadow. They had no idea. That's the way, lass. There was naught for me to do but sit on my daddles and watch. So you've got the goods, eh? Oh, it even says number 43. Developed in the 43rd year of the first Garlean Emperor's reign, this trigger device works with all Imperial Mark 43 anti-aircraft cannons. Okay. I think you're laying it on a little bit thick there. I can't read Roman. I think we've learned that. Aye, it's the vice and no mistaken. Let's get it back to the guild, huh? We still owe them demolisher bastards a million, but they'll keep for the now. Yeah, you should be the one to deliver the price, Jack. It was your hard work. What your hand? Wow. Okay. Mess up 143, and I can't read any of this Thieves' Cant. It was your hand what snatched it out of the goblin's paws, after all. Captain, I say! Some fiend has perpetrated violence upon our goblin colleagues while we sought to wet our throats with fine libations. This will not stand, Captain. Our finely filched loot has been pilfered from under our noses. Blasted bother! My blood boils and bubbles at the timidity of this affront. I know not the identity of these audacious buffoons, but they shall be made to pay, and pay dearly. With me, my fine fellows. Huzzah! Right, they talk like dandies. So, fancy. Again with the argument. You managed to grab that firing mechanism yet, Gala? There we are. Still in one piece, too. You've done well for your first assignment, lass. Don't look like much, but that crew put their lives on the line to deploy this here bauble. They'll be pleased to see it snatched back from the ruffians. We've yet to do for the dainty demolishers, Jack. The job ain't over. Hey, you're right onto foot, it ain't. You break the code, you face the consequences. Oh, this is not what I expected from the inside of a convent. And who might you be, sirs? Your ignorance is understandable. After all, our schemes are always perfect. Our heists impeccable. Shall I reveal our infamous name and drink in your delicious terror? We are deadly, dastardly, and dictionally devilish. A quail before the dainty demolishers. Okay, yeah. Captain, I say, there's the louse who misappropriated our merchandise. I concur. She is the selfsame simpleton whom we trailed unnoticed to this very establishment. Excuse me, I am adorable. There could be many Lalafell that look like me. Surprise, surprise. Now, my dear Dunleys, let us not be unpleasant. We should endeavor to resolve this distastefulness without resorting to insults or other less diplomatic methods. At least not yet. You there. Here's the clean-cheeked errand boy. Be a good fellow and fetch me your superior. One of your colleagues has committed a terrible crime against us. We shall not be leaving until the proper restitution has been paid. Oh. An errand boy now, am I? Tell me, Captain, just what kind of place do you think this is, then? This place? Well, I suppose it is some manner of convent. The one-eyed doorman named it the Dutiful Sisters of the Edelweiss, or some such. And you've yet to realize your mistake. Your fate was sealed the moment you dragged your sorry Quan across the threshold. Are you threatening me, boy? I'll have my fellows cut out that impudent tongue. We've exhausted our reserves of dainty today, lads. Show these fraudulent sisters how the demolishers deal with upstarts. You still don't understand, do you? There are but three sorts of calls with the doorman will let pass. Clients, recruits. God spit! I'll kill you all! And, yeah. The fuck did you think was gonna happen? Didn't your mom teach you not to interrupt a lady when she's talking? You'd have learned that this third sort of call is a bollocks for brains mark, while it marches himself right into the road's den. Rogues? But we were so careful. I heard tales in my pirate days. Stories about the merciless wraiths who uphold the code. They weren't called rogues back then, though. The upright thieves they were. The knives in the shadows. You can't be them. You're just trying to scare me. Well, the captain of the dainty demolishers is not so easily cowed. The hell's with your deceptions? Deceptions? Aye, anyone you can meet could be a rogue, Captain. Even a clean-cheeked errand boy. You're still breathing. Find some rope and string him up someplace in town. And now, the job's done. Quite an introduction you had there, eh? Welcome to Limsa Lamenter's ever-trodden underbelly, where the thieves shed their skins and become rogues. Quite an introduction, considering this is still the level 5 quest. I'm not much for discussing the old days, but since it's come up, I might as well clear the confusion. It was back when piracy was at its peak. The code was what protected the code, were dimbler dabblers, the best lads and lasses to be had from among the pirate crews. They bit back the goods what was wrongly bitten, and came for the guilty under cover of darkments. Upright thief became the title for these coves what dealt in sanctioned stealing and milling. But it was only those that had cut all ties with the Buccaneer's life what was accepted into the ranks. Conflicting loyalties and all that. They formed their own guild and even had their own way of speaking, and what was once pirates was no more. Later on, when Merlewib took the Admiral's chair, the upright thieves agreed to abide by her laws. We became the Rogues Guild to mark the change, and altered our recruiting policy to accept venturers like yourself. But although the title is different, the job remains the same. Uphold the code, and preserve the underground society which spawned us. Excuse me. Just as you have done with this assignment. Keep up the good work, Gala, and you'll go far in the shadows. Yeah, other class quests don't really have that much of a explosive beginning, let's say. Let's go for our next assignment. A fine evening to you, Gala. And a fine evening it is for a spot of work, wouldn't you agree? This time around, it seems some eager buccaneers scampered aboard a local merchantman and made off with a shipment of muskets. Now, seeing as it ain't lawful to cloy from a lamenting vessel to begin with, the Yellow Jackets fell upon them daft coves before their boots was even dry. Aye, they caught the pirates right there in the docks, but the stolen boomsticks was nowhere to be found. Fenced in a longboat deal, I'm thinking. That's when our guild was officially contracted to retrieve the goods, which weren't really needful since the code would have had us on the job anyway. You don't bite the purses of your fellow Lamentsons and all that. So, this is your assignment, me naughty lass. I'll find out where them weapons went, and bite that shipment back. Seeing as the cutters has hit that merchantman are already rotting in irons, he needn't rush in with his stabbing. I want this job handled quick and quiet, and I have a perfect partner to show you how it's done. Hey, it's you. This here's for Keb the Stray. Ain't no other rogue I can match her and the ox a skulking. A pleasure. There's some problem, Vakeb? You seem a bit out of sorts. Oh, I'm bloody starving. I heard one of them finger sandwiches set aside. You know, those egg-filled tasties they make at the Bismarck. When I got back from my work, it was bloody gone. What was my caps? I thought it was underfoots. Well, you just head out on the job and I'll see if I can't turn up the missing sandwich by the time you return. Alright, Jack. One more detail you should know. The muskets were meant for the Yellow Jackets' armory, so once the whole is bobbed, you can hand the goods to one of them girls directly. Oh, I just have a stupid idea of the thumbnail for this video, and I know myself. It's totally gonna be it, and it's gonna cause some confusion, but I'm gonna laugh because it's funny. We can start whenever you're ready, Gala. I've had a few colleagues waiting, keeping a wattle up for all that might help us. So I suggest you had a few words with her first. You'll find her at the higher line, posing as a fishmonger. Damn it, I really want to hear Jack's fucking thoughts on this, but it won't let me. Granted, he probably doesn't say anything different. The High Line, huh? That's somewhere they don't often send us, really. That castle's these closest. High Line's a weird remnant of 1.0 Windsor. Okay. That last one there. One stinking of fish in the ocean. Go over and ask her what the catch of the day is. So it's this cute little shop, but interesting, and I don't remember how exactly I know this. There is an aquarium behind this piece of wood, with a fish. There's no way to actually see it in game, I think. I think you actually have to look at the files. Where's the water? Oh, yeah, the water's the water feature down there. But it's there. It was there in 1.0 and it wasn't there in ARR. Hello. Hello there, miss. We've caught big trout, lobster and shrimp. But I hear you tell you've been looking for a special breed of fish. Long shiny kind that lets bark or put a bloke on its ass. No, we don't sell that kind here, but you might try them foreign merchants. What was they called again? Ah, the Traders at Edge. They hail from the South Sea Isles and are known for dealing in all types of nasty splitters and cutters. I should warn you, these folks ain't ones for questioning the source of their merchandise. In fact, they seem more happy to pay for goods what came from below decks, so to speak. But if you're still keen to get your hands on those rare fish, I think you best hurry. The Edge merchant that's visiting Limsa is looking to load up and leave the city before long. Just how he means to transport his goods remains a mystery, though. What with all the iron blades he's got nursing his operation, makes it hard for a girl to get close enough to eyeball the competition it does. I'll be sure to keep an eye peeled on your behalf, but it might be as you can learn a little more from the folk around town. Traders of Edge, huh? Well, if one of their merchants been staying in the city, then someone will know something to point us in the right direction. The trick is to listen without being seen. You'd be surprised at how culls will cackle when they think no one else is about. We'll focus on places what see plenty of traffic. You can have the Bismarck, the Veridocks, and East Hawker's Alley. I'll try my luck at a few other spots, then meet you in front of the guild when I'm done. Remember, keep hidden, keep quiet, and keep your wattles open. So yeah, looking for information. I do like this part of the quest. The road twists are definitely different, but it's a good different. It's a very good different. Let's go see if we can't learn nothing. I think Dove appears distressed over some matter. Approach her while cloaked by your hide ability and attempt to eavesdrop on her grumbling. Yeah, the sneer on the customer's face. Does he think I can command the skillet to cook more swiftly just to meet his pressing departure schedule? Ugh, I don't know how things are done in the South Seas, but here in Limsa Laminsa folk appreciate that fine cuisine cannot be rushed. You must not speak ill of the patrons. Now, what was next on my list? Ah, another finger sandwich for the dutiful sisters. Someone there must be rather fond of eggs. Someone wants to get out of here really quickly. Pay no attention to the self-opening doors. That's just a marvel of Garland technology. Let's get the fuck out of here. East Hawker's Alley. I feel like I don't even really need to be hidden for this, but yeah. Garuf is speaking in a low but lively tone to a nearby customer. Approached him while cloaked and attempt to eavesdrop. Ah. You have quite an eye for quality, sir. With a splendid range of produce from every corner of Eorzea, one simply cannot visit Limsa Laminsa without sampling some of the local specialties. Would you care for some freshly squeezed Lanosian orange juice? Or perhaps our famed salt cod is more for your taste? He continues to espouse the virtues of his merchandise, but his impassioned urgings appear to have little relevance to your assignment. I don't think he's gonna order anything. Let's get the hell out of here. Last up is right near the Rogues Guild, so don't think we need to teleport over there. Not too terribly far, especially if I do this. Whee! I forgot to mute my Discord. I really nasu. Ugh, cuss my sense of duty. Would that I had stayed at the winch for that extra pint instead of returning early. I hadn't asked to see anyone being bribed, and certainly not my relief pilot. I don't know what that merchant was about. Smugly? Yeah, most likely. Should I report this to the Yellow Jackets? But what if I'm being watched? I could end up face down in the harbor. Okay. Someone wants to get out of here pretty quickly, and someone wants to get out of here without being seen. Rakeb, we have news. What have you learned? Welcome back, Agala. I hope your skull gun went well. You might be an angel of death with them daggers, Dove, but any rogue which shuns the shadows is headed for an early grave. A sneaky Mortkin knows about without risking a scrap, or slip herself in the best position to ambush a mark. Once they've seen you, though, your rum fun is... Oh, wow. Your rum fun is done. Hiding is part concealment and part distraction, and you won't be disappearing on a cove what already knows you're there. Alright, I'm done prattling. What you managed to learn about our musket-buying merchant friend? Slipping coin to a ferry pilot, was he? And by what you heard from the chef at that Bismarck, this trader means to hop the twig, and soon. That matches with me own findings. He vacated his rooms at the inn and paid his dues in full. But being a merchant, we can be sure that he won't be leaving with his merchandise. So here's the plan. We wait for him to stack his goods on the pier, then you ghost in and grab all them firearms. I'm hoping we can get the job done quiet and under the cover of documents, but it never hurts to be prepared for the worst. Sounds like he's got a small army of sellswords in the payroll. Yeah? Immediately, instant... Yeah? Okay. I'll send word to the Yellow Jackets and have him post a call near Harker's Alley. That way you won't have far to bolt once you've bit the goods. The mark should be along any moment, Gala. Have you got your sculpin boots on? Yeah, I can do this normally. Why is it automatically set to very easy? It's already going to be very easy. I'm 35 levels higher than I should be. Spot the mark at the end of the pier. Sneak over there and lighten the load. Yep, there it is, all the way over there. This is very simple. Just use hide and don't attack anyone. Hello? Okay. Never know I was here. You! You were not supposed to be here. I thought I ordered my hirelings to keep this jetty clear. 1, 2, 3. Just one missing. My crate of muskets! It's gone! Thief! Stop her, you useless sluggards! What am I paying you for? Well, we can't hide out, so we get to do this the fun way. Doesn't help that my gear is so high level, it's just making this so easy. Alright, that's done. Let's get going. The cab's gonna go the other way, and you just gotta get the hackers that way, which pretty much just means more slinging. Granted, there's a lot more here. However, it seems pretty simple. Are you all good, sir? Right, these are our stolen muskets. Quartermaster will be pleased. And that's everything. Oh, okay. Back we go then. Okay, that was fun. Well, that turned hairy, didn't it, Dove? Once he reached the Yellow Jacket, though, the merchant called off his blades. Nice enough to cut his losses, I'll give him that. I say we're all done here. Let's head inside and tell Jack the Banner news. I heard the sounds of fighting coming from outside, and now I've whittled the cause of it. I thought we were aiming for a settle on this shop. That many swords, was there? But she got to the Yellow Jackets what they wanted, so all's well that ends well, eh? You're on your way to becoming a first-class rogue, Gala. Aye, the job didn't unfold exactly as planned, but do you see the value of keeping out of sight? Skulking might seem slow, but it can save you time, and a fair amount of bleeding, in the long run. Speaking of unexpected developments, I have a bit of bad news for you, Vakeb. I searched high and low, but it seems some unprincipled cove has yaffled your sandwich. There are not but crumbs to be found. No, my sandwich. It was a Bismarck special. Do you know how much I was looking forward to that meal? Got me belly's about to ready to cave in on itself. 'Tis a tragedy of the highest order, love. And you know I can't bear to see me rogues in such distress. So I gave Underfoot a special assignment. He shall be back any moment now. With a freshly made Bismarck special finger sandwich. You did that for me? You're not japing with you, are you, Jack? This ain't no japing matter. 'Tis a gizmas? Ooh. 'Tis a guildmaster's responsibility to see that all his coves and moths are at their best for the job. Jack, there you are. I got that sandwich you ordered. Didn't the chef give me a water full when I said we was in a hurry? Maybe next time you can think twice before you order a fellow stuff. Ah, bollocks. Jack? Did you eat my supper? No, lass. Let's not be hasty. There's a fresh new sandwich right here for you. No, I'm done. You've cloyed something that belongs to me, Jack, and I can't ignore the code. Aye, the code. We mustn't ignore the code. You having a lass, aren't you, lad? Lass? That might be the swiftest string-up I've ever seen. A punishment to fit the crime. Take a good long look, Gala. The code exists to preserve peace in themselves. They keep the alleys from running red with blood. The city's me home, and I'll draw daggers on any cove fools enough to threaten that peace. A pointed lesson. That's inside, eh? You signed what you'll get code. Hey! Do you mean to leave me here all night? At least he gave me a grand view of the harbour. Let's piss these robes are tight. And now we find ourselves indebted to the Rogues Guild. The Rogues Guild. Ugh. The propriety of it all. Would that I could see them occupying a cell next to those thieving pirates. Hello? Where did he even get stringed up? Oh. I guess from there and we saw it from over there? Okay, that makes sense. Whatever. Okay. Ugh. Them ropes will leave chafe marks for a bleeding week. I may have wriggled myself free, but that's the last time I let me belly do the thinking. Just think. The kid strung me up over an egg sandwich. Those coves were well and truly stomping a code get it far worse. Keep up your training, lass, and you'll soon be handed out rogue justice yourself. However, I feel like we might be going a little bit long. So, join me next time as we continue our adventures here in the Rogues Guild.